Good morning, everybody. It is April 22nd. It's a nice Thursday morning, and right now there's a lot of things happening in the crypto market. So we're just bringing you a nice update on VeChain. If you haven't watched our Bitcoin Ethereum update that we just uploaded, make sure you watch that after this because they're as equally as important. But right now, VeChain is making another move, I believe, and I think we're heading somewhere to the top again, somewhere to the 25 cent to 30 cent. But we're reaching this apex over here, man. So I think it's pretty exciting times. I think VeChain will most likely start to break the top of this 25 cent to reach those highs over here. So we're going to discuss that target. I got Brendan with me. How's it going, man?
What is up, everyone? If I could just
So that's it
amend,
for Brendan, guys.
just
We can continue.
amend your
Sorry.
intro, because this is one of the most mind-blowing VeChain videos you'll ever
It's not.
see, possibly ever.
It's a typical daily
That's
one.
how you have to intro. Every daily intro is the most mind-blowing, important one ever. But no,
So
look,
there we go.
yeah, no, look, folks. Bottom line, we're in this wedge. We tested the bottom of this wedge. Could we retest the upside soon? I think so. Now, our indicators look kind of bearish here, man. On the daily.
On the daily, yes. On the daily, yes, which I will allow you for a remote control now if you want to control the screen because overall, right now, we're going to give you access. Perfect. So the daily does look, so that's my point here. That's what I've been trying to say. People are not listening, man. People are not listening. But my main point here is the fact that on the chart here, the daily chart does look bearish, and it's been looking bearish since April 18th, right? So it's been almost 4 days right now, and we're looking bearish. But when we look bearish, or when the indicator or the MACD looks like it's going down, the RSI is going down, in an uptrend, in something, like VeChain, a coin that has extreme now interest, the extreme, it has buyers interest, it starts to peak a lot, and we see how the hype is going crazy around VeChain. A negative indicator or a bearish indicator might just mean a sideways movement. I don't know if you agree or not, but that's what I've been seeing happening all around the market.
Very possible, especially when we're within these patterns and you're in apex, just getting squeezed tighter and tighter. Our indicators could be bearish or bullish, but ultimately, when we're within this tight pattern where like sellers are coming in here at this resistance and buyers are coming in here, typically the pattern supersedes kind of what our indicators are telling us, and we really just need to wait for the breakout to see if those indicators kind of just serve as further confirmation, depending on what way we break out. So we are seeing some concerning things. We're seeing, the RSI here on the daily. We are making lower highs and lower lows in the overbought territory, so that is very concerning. Why don't we look at a lower time frame, see if we see some strength building up here? Oh, okay, so we do have the 6-hour histogram starting to move up. Is that the weighted MACD there?
Yeah, so
yeah?
I'll just reorganize
Go ahead.
this right away here. So basically, overall, yes, this is the weighted MACD, which looks like, if we even zoom in a bit, we are close to it. We have been, we've been going all the way down. You can tell the distance between each bar has been really long. Not until recently. Soon, maybe here, I don't know when the 6 hours going to close. We just actually opened, so we still have 5 hours to go. But if VeChain actually maintains this and we continue to just remain around this price range, we're going to have a nice downtick on the MACD, and we're going to see some sort of, the cross on the weighted happening sometime soon. So that's going to catalyze that movement, and we're at a support zone right now. We're seeing buyers have been coming at this support zone, and every time we fall to this level, we got a lot of support below us, and we keep on pushing up. So
Yes.
something to keep in mind.
And look, the reason why I think, because I previously just said how whenever we're near an apex here, our indicators might not be so helpful. The reason why I think it is significant that we're seeing that strength in the indicators right now is because we retested support. We tested support, and now that we're seeing that bullishness and that strength build up in our indicators, that's serving to confirm this trend, because even if the daily looks bearish, we can see that we found support at a level that we could have anticipated. So now the fact that our indicators are kind of lining up with price action and this trend line, our indicators are just kind of serving as further confirmation. Now, I really like that you've drawn these kind of sub channels within VeChain here, because we can see how every time we were within this channel and We broke out bullishly. We had a bit of an impulse up. Downward channel, broke out bullishly, bit of an impulse up. So we're in this downward channel, broke out bullishly. If we can get above some of our EMAs here, maybe we're likely to retest the upper extremities of this thing here. So that's what I think is kind of some of the most important stuff.
You're right, and I think this is something. Yeah, no, 100%. There's something we need to keep in mind. So basically, if you look at it this way, the daily right now looks bearish. Looks like we've been losing steam. We've been losing that momentum overall. Everything wants to go down. MACD wants to go down. Stochastic wants to go down. RSI is all the way in the oversold region. Now, the thing you got to do usually is go from daily and keep going down steadily, right, to see how that's being played out right now, because usually what happens is on those lower time frames, the trend starts to reverse. You can't see, even if you go to the daily here, you really can't see much. You can't trade this. You can't invest in it. You can obviously invest in it, but you can't really say anything from the price action because the daily is just so volatile and you don't know where the price targets is. You don't know. All I know I could see here is the 25 cent was, where we're always closing below, for example, but I really can't tell anything from here. So you go to lower time frames to start locating those different zones on the VPVR, try to see what's the most reactive. And we keep, we start looking at our indicators over here and see if there was a shift that's happening that will start reflecting soon on the daily chart. And that's what we're seeing. VeChain has been blowing up. We reached all the way to the 28 cents. And soon enough here, I think this is still nothing for VeChain. I think whatever's going on with Bitcoin at the moment is obviously going to add to this. If it drops, there's, probably more money is going to be added to VeChain. And, it just could be like overall just a bear scenario for the whole crypto market. But I highly doubt that. But all, right now, 6 hours starting to pick up. 4 hours, look on the MACD itself, starting to uptick. Our size at a level where we usually pump when we get there, right? If I do this over here, put a horizontal line and maybe put those peaks overall, this right here, we're at a level where we usually typically pump back up. Same thing over here. Somewhere close, we pump. Overall, we pump. So same thing right now. MACD's all the way in the bottom on the 4 hours. We're ticking up. Stochastic all the way in the bottom. RSI is all the way in the bottom. And it looks like if we zoom in to the price action itself, maybe to the 1 hour, so you can see exactly what's going on. Sorry if I'm moving this too much, but VeChain right now is mimicking the same activity it's been doing before. If we go maybe here to show it more, but it goes up, pumps, goes in a downward, channel or a bull flag. It breaks out of it, continues to pump back up to those higher extremities. Again, break above, up, and now we just did the same thing on the 2 hour chart. And I think even on the 1 hour chart, you can see. So 1 hour chart is actually closing in 5 minutes, so it's pretty good. It's definitely a breakout above, something we need to see if this is going to maintain or no. But I think within the next year, by the end of the day, tomorrow, if it plays out between today and tomorrow, VeChain could be back up here. I know it's a short-term thing, but the main thing we need to pay attention to here, guys, is the fact that we're reaching an apex soon. So VeChain might do something like this, where we go all the way to the top here, push back up, come back down, have another leg. And here is when the big battle is going to happen for VeChain. And I'm pretty sure you agree here with me, Brendan. But if we're looking for some sort of a target here, just from a technical standpoint, let's just forget everything else. We would take the base of this, put it at the, where we presume that the breakout is going to happen. And we're looking at, somewhere close to the high 35s VeChain. So it's pretty exciting.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I'm super tempted to draw a Fibonacci extension here. Because if we could get confirmation of around 36 cent there, 35 cent, I think that would be very telling. Now, I know you maybe perhaps are not the fondest of Fibonacci extensions. I know they can be a little subjective, but I'm very tempted here.
Just stop spreading news about me. Just go ahead, do it, and the floor is yours, buddy.
I think I see one right here.
It's kind of Brendan doing his thing, guys. Yes,
that
sir.
is a Fibonacci retracement. That's not what I wanted here. Hold on.
Give them a second, guys.
Yeah, I just need 1 second here. Now, one thing we can look at too, to try and gauge whether we're going to break to the upside or the downside the near we get to this apex here, is the VPVR. So while I'm drawing this, I'll just explain. The VPVR is basically just tells you where the most amount of volume is traded. Typically price reacts to it. It's very good for understanding hidden bullish and bearish divergence. So we can see here that the VPVR point of control, the spike in the volume, is right here at kind of 24 cents, just about 24 cents. So, the closer we get to this apex, understanding whether we can get above or if we can hold above 24 cents, or if we get rejected off 24 cents, that will be very telling for understanding what way we break out. So if we look at our fib levels, we can see that we have, one fib level at kind of 32, another one at 41. So, man, just based off these fib levels, and I think we could draw perhaps a more accurate macro fib level, but that's okay. Just for now, just for understanding kind of short-term impulses. From here, I think 32 to about 41, 42 cents makes a lot of sense for our next impulse, and kind of like the mid-range here, 36 cents does make some sense as well. Did I say sense enough?
Yeah, you definitely did, but it doesn't make any sense. That's for sure. But no, I agree with you. That's something where we look. This doesn't mean that this the thing that's gonna happen for sure. So from a technical analysis standpoint here, we're not saying that this is absolutely going to happen, but that's what we assume that the whole market will be looking at when we reach this side over here. It's going to be a battle, and then usually all the traders, because traders also move the markets up and down, they take profits as they move. All the traders will be looking at a breakout above this, because usually when we have a symmetrical wedge like this, if we're uptrending into that wedge, we're expected to uptrend out of it. And if we're downtrending into that wedge, we're expected to downtrend out of it. So right now, the whole market will be looking at a break for a VeChain above this level. Once we reach here, a break above, come back to retest and shoot up. And a lot of traders will be entering at the breakout. So we have a lot of momentum at the breakout, come back down to retest. And then that's when the real momentum, or where the expected real momentum, is going to propel VeChain's price action back up to the somewhere around this region, or whatever Brendan said, somewhere between the 35, 40 up to the 45 cent region. So obviously that's a huge range, but we don't want to be too specific. I think there's so much interest with VeChain that it's going to be kind of crazy. So something to keep in mind. Obviously, whatever goes on with with Bitcoin and Ethereum and everything, and all the fear in the market is 100% going to affect this. But if Bitcoin finds some sort of support, man, I think this is going to blow up as well.
Yeah, and look, folks, I would just add, I put VeChain in a top 3 video I made at the beginning of this year, saying VeChain was one of my top picks for top performers for this year, when it was at about 1.5 cents. So like, subscribe, comment, and share, and hit that bell icon notified of new uploads, because I've been shilling VeChain ever since it was just above a penny. It's at 25 cents right now. Folks, stay tuned in this channel. Or 22.
There you go. So guys, if you like that, please like the video, comment, let us know if you agree or disagree, which we know all of the audience here is fully, fully VeChain fanboys and girls, but it's all good. If you like the video, like, comment, share, subscribe. And if you'd like to support us on Patreon, then definitely do so. We have the link in the description. Check that out. Thank you for watching.